Hello guys, so now we shall be discussing regarding different types of fungal infections. Okay, so now our topic of discussion will be what are the different types of fungal infections or the fungal diseases we have. Okay, so regarding these fungal diseases, there are basically these fungal diseases are classified into 4 different types. Okay, so what are these 4 different types of fungal diseases, guys? Look here. What are these 4 different types of fungal diseases? Now, one is called as the fungus infects only the superficial layers of the skin. This is called as superficial mycosis. If it is going deep inside, this is called as deep mycosis. Okay. So, the first important thing is superficial mycosis. Superficial mycosis. The next important one we have is deep mycosis. So, after superficial we have got deep. Next, if it goes deep inside and affects your organs, this is called as systemic mycosis. Systemic mycosis. And finally, we also have the infections to the opportunistic patients. I'll tell you what is that. These are called as opportunistic mycosis. Opportunistic mycosis. Now, what do you mean by opportunistic mycosis? In the sense, those patients who are having HIV or those patients who are hospital admitted, right, or bedridden patients. So, in these patients, the chance of infections are more because their immunity is weak. So, that is an opportunity for this fungi to go and affect. So, those group of patients are called as opportunistic. For example, you and me, the healthy patients, the healthy individuals, we don't have any kind of disease, we don't have any kind of immune related issues with us, right? So the organism is not having any opportunity, it can't find any opportunity in us to enter into our body, but it will find an opportunity in those patients who are admitted to the hospital or those whose immune system is weak, and it will affect them. That is why these are called as opportunistic mycosis, which mainly affects only those whose immune system is weak. Okay, so in this way we have classified into quite different types over here. One is your superficial mycosis, another one is your deep mycosis, the next one is your systemic, and the final thing is your opportunistic mycosis. Okay, now when it comes to superficial mycosis, superficial mycosis mainly causes 3 diseases. Okay, superficial mycosis, mainly this superficial mycosis causes 3 diseases. Now, what are those 3 diseases that are caused by superficial mycosis? The first important is tinea versicolor. One is tinea versicolor. It is also called as, yes, tinea versicolor is also called as pityriasis versicolor. Next important thing is dermatophytes. And third important thing is piedra. Okay, we have got 3 important things here: tinea versicolor, dermatophytes, as well as the piedra. Okay, these are the 3 important things which you need to know regarding the superficial mycosis. Okay, so these are not the organisms, these are the diseases which are caused by these organisms. Okay, now next important thing is that let us look at what are the diseases that are caused by deep mycosis. Diseases that are caused by deep mycosis. Okay, now when it comes to the diseases that are caused by deep mycosis, this is also 3, 1, 2 as well as 3 in number. Now what are those 3 diseases which are caused here? One is called as chromoblastomycosis. Okay, next one we call it as pheohypomycosis. So we have got what is this? That is a chromoblastomycosis. We have got is the pheohypomycosis, and the last one we have got is sporotrichosis. sporotrichosis. Okay, in this way we've got three important things: chromoblastomycosis, pheohypomycosis, as well as the sporotrichosis. These are the deep mycosis which we have. Okay, and after that we have got the systemic mycosis. So the third one is your systemic mycosis. We shall look into what are these systemic mycosis infections. Now, regarding the systemic mycosis, so there are basically four important infections in case of systemic mycosis. So, what are these four? This is 1, 2, 3, as well as 4. What are these four important infections? Now, one infection is called as histoplasmosis. One infection is called as histoplasmosis. The next infection is called as blastomycosis. Mycosis. The third important infection is called as coccidioidomycosis. Coccidioidomycosis. And the final one is called as paracoccidioidomycosis. Paracoccidioidomycosis. So we have got infections. For example, one is called as histoplasmosis, blastomycosis, coccidioido, paracoccidioido. Okay, histoblasto, coccidio, paracoccidio. Right. So these are the four different types of infections which we have. And the final group are the opportunistic mycosis. So let us say how many opportunistic. Obviously there is also 5 opportunistic mycosis which we have. So what are those 5 opportunistic mycosis we shall be looking into now. So what are these 5? Let us say this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 infections. Okay, so what are these 5 infections? The first one is your candidiasis. The first infection is your candidiasis, and after that you have got cryptococcus. Next infection you have got is a cryptococcus infections, and the third one is your MAP infections. Okay, the third one is your MAP infections. Now what are these MAP infections? M stands for mucormycosis. Okay, M stands for mucormycosis. A stands for aspergillus, as well as P stands for pneumocystis or pneumocytosis. Pneumocytosis or pneumocystis jirovecii, we basically call it as, just remember it as pneumocytosis. So guys, this is all you need to know regarding the classification of the fungal diseases. Now we shall be one by one talking about each infection. Okay, so this is the introductory video on the fungal diseases infections as well as the classification. So thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.